So Chucky Season 2, Episode 7, go into the chapel trailer, let's talk about it. It starts in incarnate lore with Father Bryce likely speaking or talking with/to Jake, Devin, Lexi, Andy, and everyone else. Possibly Nika, Kyle, and Glenda since they show up later too. He says an exorcism should ban an unclean soul or spirit, obviously referring to Chucky and likely Nika too, since Nika wants to be free of Chucky. Chucky is seen in a Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal Lecter reference or outfit/face mask. Very cool. Obviously, there's no real reason for it, but it's a cool nod, reference, or to pay homage or homage to it, aka Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal Lecter. Unless since he has his arms and body tied up too, maybe so he can't say or act out any voodoo. I don't know. The exorcism can be seen with all of our characters holding Chucky down with Jake, Devin, Lexi, Andy, Father Bryce, Sister Catherine, Nika, Glenda, Kyle, and even Dr. Mixer somehow still alive or conscious. Since I'm surprised no one has tried to kill her or knock her out, especially after last episode, Chucky Season 2, Episode 6, he has risen indeed, or he is risen indeed. I kind of forgot. Father Bryce is reading scriptures, aka the Bible, and performing the exorcism while all or everyone restrain Chucky. And he can be seen likely like talking to likely Nika, since he says when this is over, you'll be free of him, meaning she'll be free of Chucky's soul. At first I did think he was talking, or I did think he was asking when it's over if they'll be free of him, but subtitles fixed that for me. So because at first I thought he was asking, we'll be free of him, when the exorcism goes through and when the exorcism is performed too, but he ends up asking, or saying, when this is over, you'll be free of him, aka Andy referring to the exorcism. When it's all done and over, Nika will be free of Chucky's spirit. Or I thought he was maybe talking to the kids about, they'll be free of Chucky finally, which could be the case too, also, while talking to Nika. Also, this is likely when they're all discussing the plan/exorcism where Chucky, Nika will be exorcised. We get clips of all of them chanting with Jake, Father Bryce, Sister Catherine, and just likely all of them. I think people have posted or pointed out that Lexi can't be seen and have stated theories that she could be mourning Nadine. So yeah, that death was fucking brutal or, diabolical. So also everyone chanting, Nika, who I hope will be free of Chucky in this episode. It's just multiple clips, scenes or shots of all of our characters holding Chucky down and chanting until Father Bryce can be seen saying the power of Christ compels you, and just as he thinks it could have worked with the exorcism, Chucky jumps up, boos, and scares Father Bryce. I don't know why, but I love this part specifically. He does seem kind of maybe bloody or sweating, so I do question what'll happen to or with him. In this episode, my theories are that an exorcism will be tried by Father Bryce and all of our persons or characters. It will attempt to free Nika from Chucky and of course exorcise Chucky or exorcism Chucky. It would be awesome and very cool to see it work, but I just feel it won't. We'll see, since we still have episode 8 and we have yet to see it. Maybe Father Bryce will die or Sister Catherine. Father Bryce has been a mixed bag. I've liked his character, but whether he's good, spirited wise, I'd say he is, and I'd like him to live, considering that we've seen a shot or picture or promo photo or just photo post in general, or post of Father Bryce basically with the kids in a Christmas pajama outfit. And obviously it's been stated or theorized or a theory, that Chucky Season 2 will receive or will have or, will air a Chucky Season 2 Christmas episode or special as maybe the 8th episode. Maybe Father Bryce will live, considering that in the beginning of Season 1 or the start of Season 2 or the beginning of Season 2, there was a bit of a a talk of Father Bryce about a Christmas toy drive. I'd also like to see Sister Catherine live, since she is cool, she's been cool to the kids and just all of our characters and peoples or persons. But the episode needs or could have deaths, and I could see her dying, or I could see her seeing death. We'll see a lot of reunions and meetings in this episode or episode 7. Andy will meet Glenda, Glenda and Nika, and also reunite with Kyle, which will be like, which will all be cool. Very cool. Everyone will meet Glenda and Nika, which I can't wait for. As I said, I feel the exorcism won't work, but it would be very cool to see something like that work, especially in the Chucky universe, mainly because I would like to see something challenge, or like, a different power challenge Chucky's like, whole Damballa or anything, or Damballa. I would just like to see something challenge that and actually like, go head to head with Chucky and everything, and actually like somewhat work. But I can also see it not working in the sense that Dom Mancini, and like I think in one of the season 2 like, talks, or like, promos, clips, or whatever, basically said that like, the whole religion seems to like, always think they know all and everything. So maybe that will be like, Father Bryce's like, mindset going into the exorcism is basically like, oh, this will work and everything. We know like, it'll banish an unclean soul or spirit and everything. Damballa and Chucky and all of that, Nika with Chucky's soul. Although at the end it will not work and everything, but that's just a theory. Maybe it'll work. I would love to imagine it would, because like I said, it would be cool to see something challenge Chucky's Damballa or Chucky's soul, and just challenge Chucky in general or something. Although I'll make a longer video on this, but with all the dolls dead and not many left, I'd like to see us return to one doll, like one main doll, good guy doll, or Chucky. Also, a sneak peek clip was released of Tiffany, Jennifer Tilly, Glenn Doll, and Glenn arriving at a diner to likely just grab some food and everything, since obviously Jennifer Tilly is currently on the run, or Tiffany's technically on the run, but obviously the media believes it's Jennifer Tilly, obviously with the house burned down and a bunch of dead bodies or deaths being found inside of Jennifer Tilly / Tiffany's home or mansion. So Glenn, Jennifer Tilly, and Tiffany, and obviously Glenn Doll stop at a diner and everything to pick up some food. Tiffany goes inside to grab the food while Glenn stays in the car with obviously Jennifer Tilly and Glenn Doll, and basically Tiffany looks onto the screen or onto the diner TV to basically see that Jennifer Tilly's now on like, the run, on a manhunt, and everything is being looked for to be arrested and obviously questioned, maybe even go to jail, and she flips out and everything. Obviously a bunch of fans are like, a bunch of fans and like all of that, people are coming around for pictures, selfies, and everything. And obviously they all see they all see that Tiffany and Jennifer Tilly are on the run, and they still weirdly enough start asking for pictures and everything. Obviously Tiffany / Jennifer Tilly is like flipping the fuck out, going like, oh my god, I'm on the run, because this is when she's just finding out that she's on the run in the first place. Although like I said, everyone's just still asking for photos, even though they see that she is on the run and is like, being looked for to be go to jail and be arrested and questioned and detained and on a manhunt and all of that, and just jail. She does leave and basically tries to convince everyone, oh no, a lot of people say that and everything, that I'm like, Jennifer Tilly and everything, but she leaves, goes back to her like, nice red car and everything. I do wonder, and I guess Glenn and Glenda's vehicles, or vehicle with the they them like, classic license plate was left behind at the house, or like, mansion, or Tiffany Jennifer Tilly's mansion, house, or whatever. Also, it's kind of funny that Glenn basically asks, or like, essentially asked, oh, did you get my like, circle fries, I think, or fries, or just something like that, or something. And Tiffany basically starts like, going over plans of like, what to do, everything, and basically says to like, Jennifer Tilly, who's now in the like, Bella dollar and everything, like, the Tiffany Bride Doll, it basically says, oh, we might have to switch bodies again, and like switch back and forth and everything. Yeah, so where Tiffany goes into the Belle or Tiffany Bride Doll, and Jennifer Tilly goes right back into Jennifer Tilly's body, which is probably what Jennifer Tilly would really want. Although Jennifer Tilly basically says to Tiffany, saying, so I'm going to go to jail. Otherwise, I would love that plan, but I'll just go to jail. Because obviously people think I'm on the run or Jennifer Tilly's on the run, but it is really Tiffany this entire time. And obviously with all of our past characters, this would be very hard to explain to the police that, oh no, my soul was switched into a doll by this crazy psycho bitch. So yeah, and basically Tiffany talks about the great power of the Damballa and how it can't really, like, nothing could hurt them because all of this, which is really cool to see her, or like like you'll hear her mention something like that, or mention Damballa, or say Damballa. So yeah, that was the sneak peek clip slash scene clip, sneak peek clip. Although there was no plot synopsis weirdly released with this episode, I didn't see one at all. So look out on Twitter or anything for that. And if it doesn't come out, then it doesn't come out. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about in the video. Chucky season 2 is coming to an end with only episode 7 and episode 8. And I'm so excited to see where our characters go and what happens with all of it. Like Andy, Kyle, Glenn, Glenda, Nika, Jake, Devin, Lexi, Father Bryce, Sister Catherine, and even Dr. Mixer. Also, Tiffany and Glenn were shown off in this, like, you know, not shown off in the trailer, although were shown off in the sneak peek clip. So I'm assuming they'll be, like, you know, bounce back and forth between the exorcism and the Jennifer Tilly, Tiffany, Glenn situation. So yeah, that will be an interesting episode 7, going to the chapel, and obviously then episode 8 and the finale, and end of Chucky season 2 and Chucky season 3. So yeah, not too many episodes left, and awesome and cool stuff. What are your thoughts? What do you think will go down or happen in episode 7 and maybe even in episode 8? What are your theories? Are you excited to see the character interactions, meetings, reunions, etc. in the episode 7 or in episode 7? Who are you excited to see, meet, reunite, etc.? Do you think the exorcism will work? What are your thoughts? As per usual, all sources will be linked down below. Thanks for watching. Peace, my amigos, and peace out.